Hi, so good morning. Welcome. So last time, diniscuss natin what is the basic working principle of how a generator works. And then we also discuss how this electricity, the generated electricity, is being distributed to the loads. Now, ang titingnan natin is how are we going to prepare to start and to do a changing over generators sa onboard ships. So in order to simulate the lecture, we will be using the Kongsberg engine room simulator in our institution. So let's get started. Okay, so as future marine engineers or operational level officers, as much as possible, yung goal natin dito is you should know how to follow the procedures based or mandated in our operating manual. Okay, so that is why in this particular lecture, we will follow the operator's manual given by the Kongsberg engine room simulator. So this diagram here shows the sequence of how are we going to proceed with the operation in our engine room simulator. So without much further ado, let's get started. Okay, so yung initial condition natin dito is cold ship. So ibig sabihin yan, patay lahat ng mga machineries natin, patay lahat yung ilaw natin. Okay? So yan. So ito yung sa home directory natin. And then i-press natin yung electric power plant para makita natin yung mga generators natin. Okay? And then the first step is we have to ensure that the voltage is correct. So around 20 to 24 volts. So if hindi gagana yung electric natin, we can do the hydraulic accumulator as shown here. So pwede natin i-on yung pumps, and then pag naka-on na yung pumps, nakikita natin yan na gumagalaw yan. So ibig sabihin yan, the pressure is being built up. So pwede nating paabutin up to 100 bar. So pag umabot na yan ng 100 bar, we can press the start and then we can start the emergency generator. That is assuming, guys, na yung batteries natin is wala. Okay? So yan, pwede nating off and then we have to start. So pag start natin yan, yung hydraulic pressure na in the accumulator will serve as the starting force para iikot yung emergency generator natin. Okay, so as what we can see here, makikita natin na yung N natin is umiikot na, increasing na yung RPM ng emergency generator natin. Okay, so pwede nating hintayin yan, and then as long as mag-steady na yung nasa kilowatt natin, pababa na siya. And then now, we will try na start natin yung generator natin using the electrical naman. Okay, so stop natin yung emergency generator and then steady lang natin na bumaba yung RPM natin kasi nakaandar pa yung generator natin. Okay? So it is very important that you should be familiar how to run both para mas maganda yung experience natin at saka alam natin ano yung backup plan just in case hindi gagana yung sa electrical natin. So ito na yung sa electrical natin. So using the battery, we can start the emergency generator and then we can turn on the voltage control and adjust it to 440 volts. On natin yan, and then titingnan natin yung voltage as what we can see here, around 440 volts. And then we can also increase the raise or lower the governor to increase or decrease the frequency. So hindi man masyadong eksakto yan, so we can lower the governor para at least near siya sa 60 Hz. Okay? Click mo lang yan, and then pag medyo malapit na, just click it again para mag-release yung sa lower natin. Okay, so medyo hindi yan eksakto na 440 volts, but as long as 440 volts. Take note, sa AC naman, hindi naman masyadong particular yung mga machines natin kasi may allowance yan. Okay, so i-erase natin kasi lumiit ng 60 Hz. So yan, around 60 Hz. So pag medyo stable na yung voltage at saka frequency natin, we can now connect the breaker. So ipasok natin yung breaker natin, so may voltahe na tayo towards our emergency bus bar. So same sa ginawa natin dun sa previous na lecture natin, i-on lang natin yung mga breakers na nandito sa feeder panels. Okay, pasok mo lang yan lahat maliban dun sa spare natin. Okay, sa elevator system, yan, sa priming pumps. And then, yung sa emergency transformer natin. So from 440 volts, convert niya ngayon yan to 220 volts. Yan yung specification ng ating emergency transformer. Okay, so ipasok natin yan. Yun, papunta dun sa emergency transformer, and then ipasok natin. So may 220 volts na tayo. And then we just have to turn on yung mga breaker na nangangailangan ng 220 volts. Okay? And then dun naman sa kabila, dito na banda na side, ito yung sa mga 24 volts natin. Yung mga nangangailangan ng 24 volts DC. So ipasok mo lang yan lahat. Okay? So the next step is we have to open the start air valves, and then the starting air must be around 15 bar to start the generator. But normally guys, pag papunuin daw natin yan, that is according to the chief engineers we have in our department, so pwede daw na around 30 bars. Okay, so etong valve na tank na yan, papunuin natin, open natin yung valve, and then start natin locally yung yan. So pag naka-start na yung emergency pump natin, starting air natin, mag-accumulate na yan dyan sa tank. So hintayin lang natin na around 15 bars, and then we can start our emergency generator. So balik muna tayo dun sa diesel generator natin. Yan. So we have now to ensure that the seawater valve, so yung preparation naman ngayon, dun tayo sa seawater system natin. So ang gagawin lang natin, before we start the auxiliary seawater pumps, dapat tingnan natin kung naka-open ba lahat ng mga necessary valves. So yan, wag mo muna yung i-start. I-open mo muna dun sa diesel generator freshwater coolers. Open mo yan. And then, open mo yung palabas overboard, and then yung pabalik dito. Okay, so pag naka-set up na, we can now start the auxiliary seawater pumps. And then, we can turn on the auto para yung sa PID system natin, siya na mag-control kung to maintain that certain temperature. In this particular case here, 20 degrees centigrade. Okay? So now, we will now correct the preheating temperature around 60 to 65 degrees centigrade. Okay, i-on natin yan, and then we can connect to auto. Ibig sabihin yan, pag na-reach niya na yung 60 to 65 or yung set point natin, i-off niya yan automatically just to maintain the temperature ng ating diesel generator at around 65. So we have to change this one, the set point to 65 based on the operating manual. Okay, and then we have to ensure that the cooler, now and then, ito na yung sa lubricating oil sump tank natin. So in this particular case here, the minimum is around 40%, but based on the experience of our chief engineers in our department, so pwede daw natin around 70 to 80%. So in this particular case here, siguro around 75 lang natin. It is very important dapat focus tayo dito kasi pag hindi ka nakafocus dito, aapaw yan. So we have to be very careful in this particular step. Okay, so ang goal natin dito is step by step. Huwag nating madaliin as much as possible. We have to be very careful in our procedure. Okay, so around 70, click mo yan. So nandito na tayo sa around 75%. Okay? And then, yung next step natin is we have to line up the lubrication oil system. So, yung isang filter na yan, i-on natin yan, i-open natin yung valve, and then yung isa, i-back up lang natin yan. And then we have to also ensure that the lubricating oil valve to sludge tank is closed. Yan. Yung eto nakikita natin dito, dapat nakasirado yan. Okay, and then start the driven lubricating oil pump. Yung pump na yan. So, ibig sabihin, i-start natin yan para yung oil natin makaikot na dun sa lubricating system natin. And then, iset natin yan to auto. Ibig sabihin yan, pag nakaset na siya sa auto, automatic na yan. Pag naka-andar na yung generator natin, yung lube oil pumps na nakakonect dun sa generator natin, yun na yung gagana. Okay? So, yan nasa taas. So, next is we have to ensure that the fuel supply valves, the generator engine are open. So, sa fuel system naman tayo ngayon. So, yung dalawang valves lang ang kailangan nating i-open dito. Yung valve na yan. Okay, hintayin natin. So, we have to open that valve. Yan. at saka yung valve na papunta dun sa diesel generator natin. Okay, so next is we have to open the fuel oil inlet valve to the fuel oil pump. So yung valve na yan is yan. After sa three-way valve and then before sa fuel oil pump. So we have to open that one. Okay, and the same dun sa lubricating system natin, yung filter natin, i-open natin yung isa and then the other one is for standby. So clean up and for standby purposes. So i-open natin yan. Okay, preparing for the pathway for our fuel papunta dun sa ating diesel generator. So next is we have to check the position of the fuel oil supply three-way valve. Yan. So dapat nakatama yan. So it should be from diesel oil muna. Then later change over natin yan for our heavy fuel. Okay, and then next is we have to open the start air valve. So at least 15 bar or 218 psi. So tingnan natin ngayon dito, so hindi pa. So may nakita tayo dito na Z. Yung Z na yan, that is the humidity inside our tank. So pwede na open that particular valve para ma-release yung humidity dun sa tank natin. Tinatawag natin yung mga impurities inside our air compressor. So kailangan natin yung i-release kasi para hindi masira yung sa generator natin. So if any alarms, yung magre-red na yan, so ang gawin mo lang, we have to click the reset button dun sa emergency starting air natin. Okay, so hintayin lang natin. So around nasa 14.5 bar na yung hangin natin. So hintayin lang natin. Okay, so next time around, so ang gagawin natin, para mas maganda yung simulation natin, we will run all of this. We will start the emergency air, the generators, using the 3D model in our institution. So mas maganda yung makita natin para mas realistic yung simulation natin. But as of the moment, i-familiarize muna natin yung step-by-step procedure in this way. So yan, i-open na natin yung valves. And then, as what you can see here, may tangke na, may hangin na pumapasok dun sa generators natin. So yan. So pwede na natin i-start yan, yung generators. But as of the moment, this is very important. So yung fresh water natin dito is around 43 degrees centigrade pa. So hindi pa pwede. Yung temperature natin should be around 60 to 65. So we have to wait that one. And then as of this moment, pwede natin i-start yung preheater naman ng diesel generator 2. Okay? Para habang naghihintay tayo yung sa diesel generator 2 na preheater, gumagana na rin. Kasi later on, we have to synchronize the generators. Paanda rin natin yan. Yung diesel generator 1, diesel generator 2. Okay? And then, i-prepare din natin yung lube oil natin. Okay? So, in this particular step, para hindi masayang yung oil natin, i-click lang natin. We have to focus more on this valve here. Ayan. So, dun sa engine room simulator natin, sa 3D model na gagawin natin, mas maganda yon kasi makikita mo talagang itsura ng generators natin. Then we can check the level of the lube oil using the dipstick. So makikita natin kung anong level na doon. And then we can start the generators sa parang panel board talaga. Okay? And then we just have to repeat the procedures dun sa ginawa natin kanina sa diesel generator 1. Open natin yung mga valves para makadalo yung sa fuel natin towards our diesel generator. Okay? Dito din sa lubricating system natin, open natin yung valve, make sure na naka-off yung sludge tank natin, and then, so for pre-lubrication natin, i-on natin electrically, and then later on, i-auto natin yan. Para automatic, na pag naka-andar na yung generator natin, yung lube oil pump na, yung gagana yan, yung nasa taas. Okay? Set natin to auto. So yan, so as of this moment, nakikita natin dito yung check natin yung sa preheater natin. So as of this moment, nasa 50 degrees pa tayo, 50 degrees centigrade. So as what we can see in this particular diagram here, so yung fresh water natin dito, we have to heat up that one kasi may required starting temperature yung generator natin. Take note guys, na yung fresh water natin dito, yan yung nagpapainit at saka nagpapalamig ng diesel generator natin. Ibig sabihin, yan yung 60 to 65, kailangan natin yan ma-reach para yung parang tao din, di ba? So, before we start our day, dapat mag-exercise tayo. So, eto din yan. So, at this particular case here, yung fresh water natin dyan, yan yung nagpapainit ng generators natin. Okay? And then, later on naman, pag uminit naman yung generator natin, eto naman yung nagpapalamig ng sa generator natin. So, for example, mainit na yung generators natin. So, ang nagpapalamig sa kanya, yung fresh water cooler natin. Okay? So, ina-absorb yung heat from the generator towards our fresh water. So, saan naman pumupunta yung heat? Diba? According to laws in thermodynamics, that energy cannot be created nor destroyed, but it can be transferred from one form to another. So, in this particular case here, ang init ng generator natin, i-transfer niya dun sa fresh water cooler natin, and then, yung fresh water natin, i-transfer niya yung heat niya dun sa seawater natin. So, as what we can see here in this diagram here, yung blue na nakikita natin dyan, yan yung fresh water natin. And then yung green, yung dark, yung light green, yan yung sa seawater natin. Okay? As what we can see here, yung papasok dyan, yung parang may tangke dyan, yan yung sa seawater natin na connection. Okay? And then yung sa gitna dyan, yan yung sa fresh water. To indicate na yung seawater natin, yan yung nagpapalamig dun sa fresh water cooler natin. Okay? Tingnan natin sa diesel generator 2. Wala pa rin. Okay? So yung goal natin dito, paandarin natin yung diesel generator 1 and then later on, paandarin natin yung diesel generator 2 and then synchronize natin sila. Okay? So yan. So around 50, 55 na. Hintayin lang natin around 62 siguro, 62 or 65 kasi mag-on off na yan. Okay, so yung makikita natin yung switch dyan, yung switch na nandyan, so mag-on off na yan later pag na-reach, medyo malapit na yung set point natin. Okay, that's the power ng marine automation. So automation naman, instead na bantayan mo yung temperature na yan, yung system na mismo ang nagde-decide natin kung i-on niya ba or i-off yung sa preheater natin. So in this particular case here, so that is an example of an on-off control system. So yan, madidiscuss nyo yan sa marine automation 1 ninyo. Okay, and then meron din tayong PID system. So later on, we will explore all of those concepts dun sa automation natin. That is very important. Okay, so medyo malapit na tayo sa 60. Hintayin lang natin. Okay, so why do we have to wait for this particular temperature na ma-reach natin yan? As much as possible, yung goal natin dito is we have to simulate the scenarios on board ship as realistic as possible. So, although we can already start the generators at this particular moment, but hindi siya advisable. Kasi sa actual yan, pag start mo yan, probably masisira yung generators mo. So, as much as possible, we have to stick in the operating manual, operationals manual natin para hindi tayo mabulilyaso or pagalitan ng mga management level officers natin. Okay? So, as what we can see here, medyo malapit na tayong tumama sa 60 degrees. Okay? So, take note guys, according to our operationals manual, yung operating range natin ng temperature is around 60 to 65. So, yan, obserbahan natin yung parang switch dyan, mag-on off yan later. Okay? To indicate na kinokontrol niya na hindi lalampas, hindi mag-overshoot at hindi rin magkukulang yung temperature natin. Okay? So take note na dapat naka-auto yan to indicate na the control of this preheater is left to the system natin, control system natin. So now we can start locally, select the local to the engine control panel natin. So dapat naka-local yan kasi pag naka-remote yan, yung control yan nasa control room natin. So dapat naka-local and then we can start our generator there. Okay? So remote and then we have to select the local. Okay? And then we can now press the start. So yan, makikita natin na nagbi-build up na yung RPM natin in our generator. Yan, as what we can see here, yung mga pumps na driven by our generators are already starting dun sa fuel oil at saka sa lube oil pumps natin. Now we have the generator can now be connected to the main bus bar using the synchronizing panel. But as of this moment, okay, yung mga alarma natin, we have to acknowledge them, then check them, acknowledge them, and then pwede natin yung i-silence. Okay, now we can start the voltage controller for this diesel generator 1. So hintayin lang natin na mag-steady yung voltahe niya around 440 volts. So yan, we can also adjust the voltage at saka yung frequency sa governor. Now we can use the semi-automatic synchronization panel. So i-click mo lang yung DG1 and then connect. Okay, and then i-connect natin yung mga bus tie natin. Okay, this will supply the power towards our loads. So yan. So as of this moment, yung connection na ginawa natin, dinisconnect natin yung supply from our emergency generator to our emergency bus bar. So as of this moment, yung nagsusupply na dun sa ating emergency bus bar or sa ating emergency panel, switchboards, ay yung diesel generator 1 na. Okay? So acknowledge natin. So we can acknowledge the alarm. So yung main seawater line supply. And then, punta tayo sa breakers ng main switchboard starters at saka yung feeders. So i-on mo lang yan lahat. On, maliban dun sa spare. Okay, yan. I-on mo yan. Pasok mo yan lahat. Main seawater pumps. Okay, take note guys, as of this moment, the moment na pag-on natin yung sa main seawater pumps natin, na-off yung sa auxiliary natin. So later on, pag natapos na tayo dito, we have to go back to our seawater system at saka i-on natin locally yung sa seawater pumps natin. Okay? Para hindi uminit yung sa generators natin. Okay, yan. I-on lang natin yan. And then, punta tayo dun sa yan, main switchboard feeders. I-on mo lang yan. Okay, pasok mo lahat other than the spare. So, we can also engage the 220 volts na main to emergency switchboard. So, ito is same lang to dun sa transformer na ginawa natin from 420 to 220 volts. So yan, ipasok natin yan. So siguro later on dun sa simulator natin, sa 3D simulator, makita natin na kung sa emergency switchboard lang yung ginamit natin, medyo madilim pa. But as of this moment, medyo mas mailaw na yung engine room natin. So we can have the full experience later on dun sa 3D model natin. Okay, so as what you can see here, patay yung sa seawater pump natin. So make sure naka-L yan locally, and then we can start locally. And pag na-start mo na yan, click that one to change the control from the local, yung nasa actual, towards the control room. Okay, and then i-check natin yung sa diesel generator 1 natin, kung may kulang ba tayo, at saka kung nag-steady ba yung operation natin. Okay, so pag medyo okay na, you can now go back to the diesel generator 2, i-check natin, and then we can start the diesel generator. But before that, i-start muna natin yung fans. So yung mga fan natin nasa air ventilation systems. So i-on mo lang lahat ng mga fans doon para sa ventilation sa mga other parts of the ships. So, i-on mo lang yung sa, start mo lang. Yan, yung sa control room, sa cargo control room, on mo lang yung lahat. Okay, start. Okay. So next is we can now prepare and start the diesel generator number 2. But since we already started prepare the diesel generator 1, mas konti na lang yung preparation natin dito sa diesel generator 2. So as you can see, yung sa temperature natin, nasa above 60 to 65 na siya, 62 na siya, and then yung sa lube oil natin, okay na. Check muna natin. Okay. Start natin. So okay na. Seems okay. And then we can now start the diesel generator 2 locally. So start natin. So yung sa procedure natin, manual natin, and then once daw naka-start na yung diesel generator natin, we can click the auto para automatic nag-change over na yung lube oil pumps natin from electrically driven to the generator driven pumps. So kung titingnan mo yan, mamamatay yung isa. Okay, yung nasa baba. Kaya naka-under na yung motor natin na powered by our diesel generator. So automatic, may mga alarma na lalabas, acknowledge mo lang kung ano yung mga alarma. So yan, nakikita natin sa baba dyan, patay na yung pump natin. Okay? And the next is, eto na yung importante, we have to do the synchronization of generators. So ibig sabihin natin yan, so as of this moment, yung generator 1 natin, yun na yung sumusupply dun sa bus bar natin. So yung goal natin dito ngayon is yung generator 2, paandarin natin, and then isupply din natin sa bus bar. So hindi automatic yan. So we have to do a proper procedure using the synchronization of generator. So yan, i-on natin yung voltage controller. Okay, and then hindi yan basta-basta na i-on mo lang yung breaker, ha? So we can do the semi-automatic way, dyan, yung nasa upper right side. Okay, so pwede natin yan, i-uncheck natin yung diesel generator 2, and then we click the BG2, and then connect lang natin. So the moment na yan, so yung controller na, siya yung bahala na mag-timing na papasok dun sa diesel generator 2 natin towards our bus bar. Okay, but sa mga exams, it is also very important na we should know how to do it manually. So we will now try to disconnect this one, and then disconnect natin yan, and then we will do the synchronization using yung lamps. Okay, so punta tayo dun sa synchronization panel. Okay, yan. Okay, so yan yung diesel generator 2 natin. We can use the synchroscope, yung may mga ilaw, and then yung green na yan, dapat dun tayo sa 11 o'clock. Okay, before 12, so dapat pag nasa 11 o'clock na siya, click mo yung, engage mo yung breaker mo, and then dapat ipasok natin. Okay? So yan, so pwede mong i-decrease yung governor natin para bumaba yung frequency, tapos yung ilaw mo bumabagal. But take note, pag mas bumaba ka ng 60, pabaliktad naman yung ikot, counterclockwise yung ikot ng lamps mo. So in this particular case here, dapat i-increase mo siya above the 60 Hz. So para hinay-hinay lang. And then pag nasa 11 o'clock na siya, so i-engage mo yung breaker mo. Yun. Okay? So the moment nasa 11 o'clock na siya, engage yung breaker, automatic mag-connect na yung breaker mo. Okay? So yan, nakapasok na, as what we can see here. Naka-in na yung breaker natin. So hintayin lang natin na mag-stable yung distribution natin. So yan, i-check natin. And then we have to transfer the control to the control room, yung sa generators natin. So yan, instead na local, remote natin. So ibig sabihin yan, we can now start and stop the generators in the control room. Okay, so dapat naka-ready, and then auto. Okay? So yan, and then we can also set the priority, kung sino yung priority natin, the priority number 1, priority number 2. Okay, so ibig sabihin yan, pag may problema yung isang generator natin, automatically aandar yung isang generator natin. So as much as possible yan, nakikita natin na if we configure this one in this way, so yung isang generator patay. Kasi as of this moment, hindi pa masyadong malaki yung loads na kailangan ng system natin. So yan, i-remote natin yan, and then we have to transfer the control to the engine room. Okay, so punta tayo dun sa power chief, pump or compressor control. So yan, naka-ready na. I-auto lang natin. And then also yung emergency air compressor natin, i-auto lang natin yan. Okay? Okay, so next time around, yung gagawin natin dito is we will do the same activity and then we will do this one dun sa 3D model para yung pag-open ng mga valves, pag-check dun sa pressure gauge natin, then pag-check sa level ng lube oil natin, makikita natin in actual. So parang actual na rin, yung parang nasa barko tayo. Okay? So if you have some questions or clarifications, please comment down below and I will try to answer your questions as soon as I can. So good luck and God bless.